We've got competition.
You need to make an example of whoever this is so no one else challenges us in the future.
You've got 24 hours to return home. If you're not there by then, the next time you see me, I'll be accompanied by the police who will place you under arrest.
You know, everybody, they always claiming that they invented this shit. They was the first through the fucking door. See, the motherfuckers who really matter, they the last to leave. The niggas who turn out the lights.
He fucking that shit up.
Fuck you waiting on? Do the damn thing. Come on! Where you going? Let's go! Fuck me up!
This shit between you and me is way bigger than dollars and cents. This right here is about knowing that I win every fucking day. That nobody beat me. I learned from my mistakes, Juliana. So that when I come back, I know how to correct what I fucked up the first time around. That's all this is. A correction. No!
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy DC, and I'm back with a brand new video to Power Book 3 Raising Kanan, and this is my thoughts, my review, my recap on episode 8, and how I felt about it overall. Now, first things first, if you're new to the channel, and you a huge fan of Power like me, and you like the videos I upload and create, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on your post bell notifications to get notified every time I upload a video. Leave your comments and predictions down below in the comment box, and y'all let me know y'all predictions for these next upcoming episodes of Raising Kanan. Now, overall, episode 8 was fire. Hands down, this was one of the best episodes all season. I don't care what nobody say. This episode was fire. This was a 10 out of 10 for me. There was nothing wrong with this episode. From the beginning to the end, this episode was perfect. Raising Kanan has been straight A+ all season long. They A for A. They have not dropped one bad episode since season 3 started. Season 3 has been fire from start to finish. I love everything about season 3, and I love everything about episode 8. This episode was fire as fuck. A lot of stuff happened in this episode that I cannot wait to talk about with y'all later on in this video, but I'm about to get right into it because I got a lot of stuff that I gotta talk about with y'all anyways. But first things first, rest in peace to your girl Juliana. Raquel finally got her get back. She smoked Juliana ass in this episode, and I'm not gonna lie, Raquel did Juliana ass so crucial. She put 2 to the chest, 1 to the head, and put 1 of her goddamn kneecap. That shit was funny as hell. Juliana deserved that shit, goddamn it. Juliana should have already known she had that shit coming sooner than later. And I swear to God, bro, your girl Juliana got scared as fuck when she heard Raquel's voice in her house. It looked like she seen a goddamn ghost. She over there talking about some, I have money, I could pay you. Raquel didn't give a fuck about none of that shit. She told Juliana straight up she always found a way to win, even though she takes some L's, but she come back and recorrect those L's that she takes. Raquel was on demon time throughout this episode, but Tina Miller was in her bag, and they need to give her a whole lot of NAACP awards, goddammit, because we already know they snubbed Raising Kanan for an NAACP nomination award a couple of days ago. We ain't gonna talk about that. That's for another video, but Tina Miller deserves all the awards that they could give her. Whatever award that they could give her for best actress, whatever it is out there, she needed, goddammit, because she is bodying this Raquel Thomas role, man. I'm telling y'all. The monologue that she had in this scene right here before she took out Juliana was fire. Raquel was having fire monologues throughout this episode, and man, Tina Miller had one hell of a performance in episode 8. But Juliana is dead. Shout out to your boy Waki for giving us the green light, because without his blessings and approval, Raquel would have not been able to take out your girl Juliana. But when Raquel told Waki about Juliana working with Ronnie and Juliana possibly going around him to work with his plug, he green like that. He like, look here. If this shit is true what you saying, you more than welcome to take out my cousin. I have no problem with you taking out my cousin. And that's what your girl Raquel did in this episode. She got Juliana the fuck up out of here. And this is about to cause a whole lot of issues between Ronnie and Raquel in these next 2 episodes of Raising Kanan. And I talked about this in the theory video that I dropped a couple of days ago in regards to Juliana death starting a war between Ronnie and Raquel and how it's looking. It's looking like that shit is about to transpire in episode 9 or possibly episode 10. I feel like it's going to transpire in both episodes if you ask me. Now that Juliana is gone, your boy Ronnie cannot get no more product from her, and that's going to fuck with his money as well as Snaps. Because in this episode, we saw Raquel plug Juan tell her that she has some competition out in these streets, and he wants her to make an example out the competition that's out there. But the problem with that is the competition that Raquel has out in the streets is her son Kanan. And Marvin found this out in this episode when he followed one of Kanan couriers to a drop that he was making. And I'm not gonna lie, Marvin snatched the hell out that nigga off that goddamn moped. That scene had me fucking rolling. But he snatched the backpack off that nigga after he refused to give it up. And Marvin found out that Kanan is moving her with Ronnie. And when Raquel found this out, she got pissed the hell off. So throughout this episode, she tried everything in her power that she could do to prevent Kanan from being in the mix. She had a conversation with Snaps and Pops in this episode. She told Snaps and Pops to stop messing with Kanan. He ain't built for that life and he just trying to show off with his mama. But Snaps and Pops wasn't trying to hear any of that shit. They looking at Raquel like, who the hell is you to come in here and tell us what the fuck to do? We made the game. We your ancestors, goddammit. We been in the game longer than you have been. When you was outside your mama house jump roping, we was pushing pounds. We the top dogs in this shit. Like, you ain't nobody. You can't come in here and telling us what the hell to do and how to run our business. But Raquel doesn't give a fuck about none of that. She told them, like, I'm not a little girl anymore. I ain't jump roping. I ain't playing games with y'all. Stay the hell away from my son, and I mean that shit. And look here, man. This scene that Patina Miller had with Wendell Pierce and Erica Woods was fire. Hands down, this was probably one of the best scenes in the episode if you ask me, but this scene was fire as hell. Patina Miller, Erica Woods, and Wendell Pierce bodied this scene. This scene was fire as hell, but I can't wait to see what's next to this situation right here between Snaps and Pops and Raquel, because it's seeming like your boy Snaps is about to go after Raquel in episode 9. Can't wait to see how this situation is about to play out, because your boy Kanan is in the middle of all this shit. He doing business with Snap, Pops, and Ronnie, but at the same time, Raquel is his mom, and I'm pretty sure he don't want nothing bad to happen to his mom. But how Kanan was talking in that episode 9 trailer, he was telling Raquel he could have Snaps, Pop, and Ronnie do something to her. It seemed like Kanan don't give a fuck. It seemed like he might side with Ronnie, Pops, and Snaps. Now, drunk ass Lulu, Mr. This is my confessions. Mr. We killers, yo. Mr. You need inspiration to do something. I swear to God, Lulu got so many goddamn funny ass quotes this season. It doesn't even make no fucking sense. But Lulu was back on his bullshit once again, drinking, relapsing, spiraling the hell out of control. In this episode, this nigga was standing outside of Raquel's house, yelling out, "We some killers. Who you want me to kill next, Raquel? You own me, right? We killers. Your neighbors need to know that we killers, bro." And I swear to God, bro, if I was Raquel, I would have knocked this nigga Lulu upside his fucking head. Like, why the fuck is you outside screaming all this bullshit, knowing my neighbors could hear this shit? She was able to get Lulu in that house, and she was pissed the fuck off about this when she was having a conversation with Marvin. She was telling Marvin, like, look, bro, Lulu is starting to become a liability. He running his mouth too much, and at some point we're gonna have to do something about this. And your boy Marvin was telling Raquel they need to really focus on Lulu and focus on his mental health, because it's seeming like something is going on with Lulu mentally. And Marvin feel like Lulu should go talk to somebody, but Raquel does not want Lulu to talk to nobody at all, because that's what got him in this situation in the first place. Him constantly running his mouth talking. And I understand Raquel's perspective on that, because Lulu had been running his mouth all season long, and he don't need to go talk to nobody else running his mouth about some shit that nobody doesn't need to know about. Now, while Raq and Marvin was out in the streets taking care of business, trying to start up their new heroin operation, Raquel invited their mother over to look after Lulu, because Raquel couldn't trust Lulu being there at her house, and she was trying to keep Lulu put in that house. She didn't want Lulu to go nowhere at all, but Raquel mama couldn't even do that. She couldn't even keep her eyes on Lulu. The moment Lulu saw that burnt ass toast and them burnt ass scrambled eggs that she was trying to feed him, he got the fuck on. And look here, man, I don't blame that nigga for getting the fuck on, because they mama grimy as hell for trying to feed Lulu this burnt ass food. Like, come on now, lady. You wouldn't even eat this shit, so why would you give this shit to Lulu? She was trying to eat this shit, but she looked like, damn, that shit is burnt. Like, of course it's fucking burnt. Like, what the fuck? You overcooked the hell out this goddamn toast. This toast is worse than the toast on light that they was giving to Martha Lawrence. Like, I swear, man, Lulu, Marvin, and Raquel mama might be the worst mom out of all the moms in the Power universe. I'm just saying, man, this scene alone might put her at the top, because she ain't had to give Lulu that burnt ass food. Like, that was fucked up for her to do. But while Lulu was out drinking like he normally do, some white boys tried to rob him in the alley. They caught Lulu in the alley taking the piss or whatever. And what's crazy about this scene is Lulu was actually trying to let the Jack boys rob him, but they was acting scary as hell. Lulu like, do you need some inspiration or something? That nigga pulled out that gun and started shooting at their ass, and this dumbass nigga tumbled and fell to the floor. Like, Lulu was really pissing me off in this episode. I'm not gonna lie. I'm tired of seeing Lulu on our TV screens every week getting drunk, spiraling, relapsing out of control. Like, Lulu, you gotta get this shit together, because it's not looking good for you at all. Especially from what I seen in that episode 9 trailer, yeah, it's not looking good for your boy Lulu. It's not looking good for him at all. Your boy Detective Howard has found the way to get his hands on Lulu, and he got Lulu tied up to a chair in an undisclosed location. It looked like they're in a trap house or something, but your boy Detective Howard ain't playing with Lulu. Lulu up in there running his mouth talking about something, I could help y'all solve every crime in the city, and your boy Detective Howard ain't trying to hear that shit. He pulled out the gat on Lulu and told Lulu straight up, if he say another syllable, he gonna blow his brains out. And I cannot wait to see episode 9. I could tell that this scene right here is about to be an emotional scene, because your boy Lulu up in there telling Marvin, like, Marvin, don't let Raquel kill me, man. Please don't let her kill me. Like, nah, nigga, you been running your mouth all season long, and now that Raquel has finally came up with a plan to possibly neutralize you forever, you want to beg for your life. Like, nah, nigga. Your girl Raquel is not trying to hear that at all, but you never know how this situation might play out. I feel like Marvin might step in and tell Raquel not to take out Lulu. I don't see Lulu getting taken out in episode 9, but you never know, man. They might smoke his ass. Now, I tried to get his peanut head ass nigga Jerald a chance and not assume that he was working with the feds, but boy was I wrong. This nigga Jerald is a fucking snitch. This nigga is working with the feds, and we found out that in this episode. Jerald is working for the FBI. He is working with Agent Tanner. And at this point, Jerald might as well start counting his days, because Marvin about to take this nigga the fuck out. I don't know if y'all noticed it or not, but when Jerald and Marvin was having a conversation at the diner with Jerald kids, and Jerald started bringing up stuff about bulletproof records and how the feds was investigating bulletproof records and investigating Marvin, we see Marvin with the butter knife in his hand poking at the table. And if you ask me personally, this was a foreshadow of Jerald's death. I feel like Jerald is going to get taken out in these next 2 episodes of Raising Kanan. Jerald is getting taken out before the season is over with. And look here, man. I feel bad that his daughters ain't about to have their father around, but it is what it is. Your father shouldn't have been out here running his mouth to the feds about Marvin. Now, before I move on, I'm going to talk a little bit more about Marvin's character, because Marvin had me cracking the fuck up in this episode. So in this episode, your girl Raquel was trying to do business with a new character by the name of Terry and use his delivery service company to move product throughout the streets. But the problem with that is your boy Terry wants the same deal that Raquel gave to Juan in episode 7, which was 50%. He wants 50% of this deal, and your girl Raquel wasn't having that. So Rock tasked Marvin in this episode to figure out the situation with Terry and get Terry to basically agree to this deal by not getting 50% of this business deal that Raquel and him got going on with each other. So your boy Marvin decided to send a hooker on your boy Terry. Apparently your boy Terry has been cheating on his wife, and your boy Marvin used this to his advantage and sent the hooker on Terry. And in this episode, while Terry was at a Motel 6, I believe, he was at one of them dirty ass hotels, while he was getting some top or whatever, your boy Marvin was sitting in the corner taking pictures of this shit. And this scene had me fucking rolling. I swear, this nigga London Brown is a fucking fool, bruh. He was able to blackmail Terry in this episode through photos, and he told Terry, look here, bruh, we want to work with you, but if you refuse to do business with us, I'm gonna show your wife these photos. I'm not gonna tell her anything about you. I'm gonna just show her some stuff. And then this nigga snapped another picture while he was saying this shit. Like, bruh, this scene had me fucking rolling. I swear to God, this nigga London Brown a fool, but they was able to figure out a way to neutralize Terry, and now your girl Raquel is going to be using Terry delivery service to move product throughout the streets of Southside Jamaica, Queens. Now, in this episode, we saw your boy Detective Howard find out more information about the task force and who they're investigating, and Marvin is the prime suspect on this task force list. They saying that it's people that connect Marvin to the 40s and the Baisley projects. Like, Marvin is the prime suspect on this task force that the feds is investigating. And Detective Howard still hasn't let Raquel know about this. He still hasn't had a conversation with Raquel about this, and I believe he's trying to use this as leverage just in case Raquel tries to do some sneaky shit on him. But at the same time, if I was Detective Howard, I would be watching Detective Burke Daddy and Nicole's father, because in this episode, we saw Detective Burke Daddy and Nicole's father have a conversation about their daughters and what could possibly lead up to their deaths. And Nicole's father ended up telling Detective Burke Daddy in this episode that he never thought that Detective Burke was giving Nicole drugs until Detective Howard stopped by his house, basically saying that Detective Burke possibly could have been the one that gave his daughter drugs. And when Detective Burke Daddy heard this, he realized that Detective Howard was the one that stopped by Nicole's father's house and had this conversation with him. And I believe before this season is over with, he's going to start putting these clues together and figure out what really happened with Detective Burke. We don't know if Detective Howard is going to be exposed before the season is over with, because we do got 2 episodes left, but at the same time, anything could play out in these final 2 episodes of Raising Kanan. And I believe Detective Burke's father will be causing issues for Detective Howard in these final 2 episodes of Raising Kanan. Now, in this episode, we saw your girl Jukebox get active, because your girl Crystal decided to send some goons to jump Jukebox while she was at the train station going to rehearsal. Because in this episode, your girl Jukebox was finally made the lead of the group butter, and your girl Crystal wasn't fucking with that at all. She was pissed the hell off. She was pissed the fuck off, throwing temper tantrums and whatever. And while Aisha and Jukebox was leaving rehearsal, they seen Kanan and Crystal across the street making out with each other, and Crystal was doing this on purpose to piss your girl Aisha and Jukebox off, and Jukebox wasn't having that shit. She was about to go over there and fuck Kanan up. Aisha told her to chill, it ain't that serious. She ain't tripping off of Kanan because she got Jukebox. She could care less about Kanan, so Jukebox didn't go over there and fuck Kanan up. But I'm pretty sure before the season is over with, she gonna put hands on Kanan. So while Jukebox was at the subway waiting for the train to go to rehearsals, Crystal goons run up on her trying to jump Jukebox to stop her from making it to rehearsals on time so Crystal could take over the lead in the group butter. And your girl Jukebox still found the way to make it to rehearsals on time. She whooped both of them girls' ass. Like, damn, bro, y'all had a knife and some more shit, and Jukebox still found the way to whoop y'all ass. And I'm not gonna lie, I thought your girl Jukebox was about to throw one of them females on that subway track. I'm just saying how it was looking. It was looking like your girl Jukebox was about to say fuck it and catch a body in broad daylight, but She ain't catch nobody. She still made it to rehearsals on time. And she told Crystal straight up she wasn't doing nothing. She like, look, your goons is weak as fuck. They sorry as hell. Like, they ain't do shit. I still made it to this rehearsal. You can't stop me. Aha, that's why you mad, dumb fuck. And Crystal was just sitting there looking stupid as hell. Like, damn, bruh. I should have thought twice about this. Jukebox whooped their ass. They ain't even really do shit. And she possibly might whoop my ass now. I need to keep my distance from this girl, because this girl seems like she ain't somebody you want to play around with. Now, while I'm talking about Crystal, in this episode, we saw Crystal and Kanan get caught up at Famous crib by the social worker in this episode. Because in this episode, your girl Raquel decided to call the social worker and send the social worker over there to Famous' old apartment to look for Kanan. And that scene had me cracking the fuck up, because the social worker told Kanan straight up, he got 24 hours to return home. And if he doesn't do that, he will be arrested the next time she sees him. So with Kanan being upset about this, being upset that his mom sent that social worker over there to Famous crib, your boy Kanan decided to go get his guard dog Ronnie and had Ronnie press the social worker in this episode. And that was dumb as hell. Like, why the fuck would Kanan have Ronnie go press that social worker, knowing good and goddamn well this lady is about to call the police on y'all because of this? Like, Kanan, that was dumb as fuck. You just put Raquel into some more bullshit by having Ronnie threaten this social worker. Like, y'all saw the way that social worker took off running when Ronnie walked off. She got the fuck out of there. And I really want to know what your boy Ronnie said to that social worker, because look here, man. She had a terrified look on her face and she got the fuck on. Like, you know, Ronnie must have had said some crazy ass shit to her that had her taking off in high heels. Like, come on now, bro. That's a hard ass thing to do. She got the fuck on in high heels. She didn't even take the motherfuckers off. She took off running. That nigga Ronnie scared the fuck out of her ass. But leave your thoughts and theories down below in the comment box. Y'all let me know how y'all felt about this video. Y'all let me know how y'all felt about this episode overall. I love this episode. This was a 10 out of 10 for me. I could watch this episode over and over and over again. This episode was fire. And I'm pretty sure these next two final episodes of Raising Kanan is going to be fire, just like episode 8 was. But if you like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on your post bell notifications to get notified every time I upload a video. Until then, I'm out. I'll see you guys next time. Y'all take care. Y'all be safe. And God bless.